What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to check another game in an Imperial Settlers universe called Imperial Miners. Now this has very little connection to the Imperial Settlers in a way of gameplay. This is not like a standalone expansion or something like that. So this is like a standalone game in its own universe. It's doing its own thing. So don't think that this will expand your Imperial Settlers game or something like that. At first when I saw it I thought, oh, that's an expansion, but it actually is not. It's its own game. So let me show you what you get inside this box and let me tell you what I think about it. So Imperial Miners is a super easy game, so much so that it has like a 6-page rules, and actually these are even not the rules, these are just like explanation of each faction and stuff like that. So all the rules are like on 4 pages, which is really nice, pleasant surprise, and I really liked it. So this game, each player will get one of these boards, and these 3 boards will be assigned. So let's talk about them a little bit later. So yeah, each of the player will get one of these boards. You will put them in front of yourself, and then you will just play cards down here in like a cascading way. You will like consider that like a mining. You are going deeper and deeper, and as you put cards you will play them and activate them, as I'm going to show you in a second. So these will be randomly put three different sides, so they are all different on these sides and they have different rewards. This is basically when you're building cards, you will move on these tracks in a certain way and you will get some rewards by moving on some of these spaces. And once you go on top of it, you need to like, because you only have 1 token, and once you are on the top of that track, you will then have to move on the bottom of any of the other 2 tracks, and then you can return or either go on a 3rd one, depending what you want to do at that time in a game. But yeah, that's how these are used, and you get a bunch of these wooden cards that you will use to put on your cards to show that you connected them, so you have like a full card. So these will give you some extra points throughout the game. Different types of tokens to use, and these gems are used for scoring. There were different denominations, so you will use these to track how many points you have. As I said, with these you will track on these things over here, you will track where you are, and you get a bunch of coins, so you can pay for the cards, because if you want to play the cards you need to pay for them. Not for all of them, but most of them. So throughout the game you will have these cards at your disposal. So if they are level 1 cards, they will always be played in a first row, and they always cost 0 coins. They don't cost anything to play, they are free to play. So basically when you play them you need to like match the cards. So now if I play it like this, now you see I matched the cards, which means I will get the 1 point at the end of the game or something like that. All throughout the game I will get some points if I have some of these connected. And this one, as you can see, is empty. That's where these tokens come in play, because once you get a hold of some of these tokens you will be able to place them over here and secure yourself some extra points that way. But when you play the card, you do what it says. It says gain 1 coin or place a token that means that this building is destroyed on this card, and you gain 3 tokens. But that means that it is destroyed, it's no longer working. And if you put the next one over here, for example, you can see you can also check out if you connected cards like this way. So this one, okay, and after you activated it, you go 1 space up, and then you activate either one of these 3. They are all adjacent for considering regarding to this card or any card in the first row. These 3 are always adjacent, and that's the cards level 1. Okay, so now as the game progresses, and at the start of the game also, you will get some level 2 cards. And level 2 cards can never go in a first row, they always need to go in a second row, because they are called level 2 cards, right? And these cards, when you play them, you of course have to like play them like this. You can't play it directly under the card, you need to like play it like sideways. So if you play it like this, then you will gain 1 gold and gain 1 of the stones that will score you points at the end of the game. Then you activate either, let's say for example that you have like 1 card over here. So when I play this card, now I can choose to either activate next card, this one or this one. So let's say for example I go over here and then I activate some of them over here. and you do that. So when I play a second level 2 card, for example over here, because I don't have anything over here, then I will activate this one, then any of these three. And the same goes when you go with the level 3 cards and when you go with the level 4 cards. And you play that and you do that for 10 times, 10 turns, and the game is over, and whoever has the most gems is the winner. And that's the whole game. The game is pretty simple, the game is pretty easy. But again, I just today I filmed like a bunch of reviews for different games, and I see a theme emerging from it, because this one also has one thing that I really like lately in games, and that's comboing stuff. Now, when you get right cards, when you collect right cards, and when you combo them in the right way, this game can just be absolutely awesome. I mean, without insane combos, it's still awesome, but once you manage to like, and then I play this card, which gives me this, and then I activate the top card, which tells me to activate that card, which tells me to do this, and because I did all that, the next card will score even more points, because I got together some stuff that it needs to be scored. Just trying all different powerful combos, and these faction, there's different factions on the cards, and those are greatly greatly connected. That's really weird wording, but what I'm trying to say, those work with these really nicely. And all the level 4 cards, which I haven't shown you in details, but all level 4 cards are actually the same, and they just give you end of the round point stuff, and they just give you like some points you can exchange and stuff like that. Yeah, what I was talking about. I kind of lost track of thoughts. Yeah, comboing stuff. This game does it really wonderful. And it's such an easy and fun game. I think you can play this with the kids easily. The rules are really simple, easy to understand. Even if they don't understand it, you can help them out. You know, it's like, okay, so do this, and then you just do that. And the cascading effect of going from the bottom to the top and activating it reminds me a little bit of in the Mountain of the King or something like that. It's called game. Over there you get also resources by playing trolls, and then they repopulate resources in this cascading way. This one works opposite. That one works from top to bottom. This one works from bottom to top. But it's basically the same thing. And I really like that. It's interesting. And when you're looking at your cards and see what combos with what and how do you want to play it, but sometimes you don't have enough coins to play some cards, so you need to get some coins some way. Of course, always over here you can get some coins easily, but you always get bigger coins in the cards, so you want to try figure how you want to do that. But you only have 10 turns. You have to be aware of that. You can't prolong for a long time. You have to go deeper, because but level 4 is the deepest you can go. So once you get to the level 4, you need to start building from level 1. So do you want to, at the start of the game, first build few level 1 cards and then gradually go down, or you just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 if you're able, of course, if you have coins to pay, and then just start from the beginning and then cascade and wander left and right activating cards. It's really up to you how you want to play it, but that's where the satisfying part is. How do you want to play it? How do you want to do that? How do you want to connect stuff? When you get lots of different those cards, and then you put there's card that says how many full cards you have around it, you get better prize. So you really want to put it in a perfect place where all the cards are full of gold. That means you will get the maximum out of it each turn that you manage to activate it. But you can't activate it forever, because once it will probably get clogged up, and you will have to move, and that card will no longer be activated. The game lasts for the perfect 10 rounds. It's just really fun and interesting game. Definitely check it out. Imperial Settlers, Imperial Miners. Great little game of comboing stuff, exploring mines, and exploring different combos. So yeah, that is all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending time with me. Do consider subscribing if you are not, or if you are subscribed, maybe supporting me on Patreon, because everything I earn over there, I still everything I pour back into the channel, buying better equipment, buying better lights, all of that, improving the studio as it is. Because if you watch my first video and watch this now, this would not happen without Patreons. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time. Pozdrav!